Hey, what's up everybody? Back with another day of showing you how I built today's food plan so that I'm making sure to hit my calorie goals and my macronutrient goals. You know, my fats, my proteins, my carbs, all of that. Going to show you how I built that today to hit my targets. Sitting outside today, it's actually nice. Actually not freezing nuts, so nice change of pace here. So I do these videos every single day. Do me a favor, if you find this video to be helpful, please hit the like button on it, maybe even the subscribe. I figure if I'm going to record these, or if I'm going to be building them anyways every day, why not record them, post them? Maybe I'll help somebody figure out how to do their own. So let's go ahead and get started on here. I'm going to go ahead and open up my app, which is called My Macros Plus. You can get it on any of the app stores that are out there and available. So first, let's start with the overall numbers at the top. You can see here I've got 252 total calories remaining. That is 252 less than my ceiling target, which is 2,700 calories. So I've calculated that for a cutting phase, which is where I'm at right now, to be in a caloric deficit, I need to be at about 2,700 calories or less. 2,700 would still be a cut, but I want to be just a little bit less than that, but no more than 300 less than that. So I am 252 less than that, less than 2,700. So getting close to that 300 number, but I'm still okay. I'm still within my range. It's just more of an extreme cut today. It's probably about a 17% or so cut off of my total. So I'm fine with those numbers. Additionally, at the top, my proteins, carbs, and fats, I always want my proteins with this to be the least left over. So you can see here, it's got 2.1 grams left over. Fat is 3.7 grams left over, and carbs are 30. So my overall numbers here look good today. Again, my overall number remaining is a little bit high, but it still falls within my plan guidelines, so I'm okay with that. So I have a 3-step process for doing this. My first step is every day I want to add in my pre and my post-workout meals first. So that's my first step every day, is adding my staples in. It helps me just get started, gets the ball rolling on building my plan. It's also easy for me because my pre and post-workout are pretty much the same exact thing every single day, which is some sort of a protein drink on each one of them. And then on my post-workout, it's always some sort of carbs. And then I try to add some carbs in if I can to my pre-workout as well. So you can see here that's exactly what happened. I've got a pre-workout with a protein shake, and then a quarter of a cup of raisins, and then my post-workout another protein shake and some gummy bears for a nice carb spike after my workout. Now, something to notice is you can see it's 1 scoop and a quarter more on protein. I originally had built this with just 1 scoop each. I'll explain at the end why I bumped that up. So let's go. My second step on my 3-step process on this is, okay, after I put my staples in, my pre and my post-workout, is there any food that I'm craving today that I want to make sure to fit into my plan? When you're trying to lose weight and you're in a caloric deficit, sometimes it's easy to lose sanity if you feel like you're being deprived of food that you want. So for me, it's important to make sure that I try to squeeze in whenever I can cravings so that I don't go nuts. Today I actually did have a craving, and it was, if I scroll down here to my snack, you can see the Blue Bunny double swirl strawberry ice cream. I was craving that today, and it's got a decent macronutrient profile. It's not crazy on fat. So I added that in next before I added any other food. And then once you add your cravings in, then you go to step 3, which is just go ahead and build the rest of your food for the day, meal by meal, starting with the first meal of the day. And so that's exactly what I did. Let's look first at the breakfast. I went basic, 2 cups of liquid egg whites, which has 0 carbs, 0 fats, which is nice to start the day off with. And then I did a bag of Quest protein potato chips, 20 grams of protein, 4 carbs, 4.5 of fat. You might be able to hear my wind chimes up here. It's actually kind of windy. So a nice lean fat breakfast, which allows me a little bit extra room for that fat on the ice cream later today. They kind of work hand in hand. For the lunch, I did 1 wrap today. It went very, very easy. It was sort of like a club, like if you went to Subway and ordered a club sandwich. 2.5 or 2.25 ounces of turkey, deli turkey, and then almost 3 ounces of deli corned beef. I just throw those on a wrap, put a few pickles on there. I don't count the pickles because they're 0 calorie, and then I just roll it up and eat it. Nothing fancy, and again, pretty low fat here, 4.1 grams of fat, making some extra room for that ice cream later. So for dinner, a little bit of an increase in dinner, even though it looks like a lot, it's really not that much. So you can see the third thing down is the bone broth. I'm actually going to drink that bone broth. It's just a cup. I warm it up for just a little bit in the microwave, and I down it real quick. It's a quick 9 grams of protein, which is nice. But the actual food, I've got 7 ounces of ground turkey. I'm actually making turkey meatballs, so you ball them up and pour some 0-calorie hot sauce on them, some onion powder, garlic powder, things like that. So 7 ounces of that. I'm doing a half a cup of sweet peas. Those are just canned sweet peas, nothing fancy. And then I'm also doing one of those sweet potatoes. You throw it in the microwave for 6 minutes and it's done. So turkey, sweet peas, and potatoes. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's going to fill up the plate. So a nice, good-sized dinner there, which left me enough room for quite a few snacks to still have the rest of the day. So 2 things, or the first thing you can see here is fruit bars. These are the frozen fruit, like real bars. 0 fat, 0 protein. It's all carbs, but I put 2 of them on here. I really like these things a lot. It helps with the sweet tooth cravings throughout the day. There is the ice cream again, 2.5 servings, which ends up being 50 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fat, but that was my craving. I want it on there. I want the ice cream, and I'm going to make sure to get it. The next thing you can see on here is actually another kind of snack. It's a Quest peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. 13 grams of fat there, 21 grams of carbs, but a nice 16 grams of protein. And then the last thing I have on my list is a flavored cup of Greek yogurt. 12 grams of protein, 9 of carbs, 0 fat, which, again, the 0 fat's important whenever you're adding something tasty like an ice cream on. You need to sort of sacrifice elsewhere in your plan to be able to allow for that extra fat of the ice cream. So that's the end of it. That's how I built my entire day. I'm super pumped. Anytime I can put ice cream on here and make it work, I'm super excited. In fact, I could have actually put more ice cream on there because my caloric number is so low. I could have done more, but then it would have put my fat over its limit, and it's just not worth it to me. I'm close enough right now. Now, one thing I did want to mention here, why did I change my protein drinks from a scoop to a scoop and a quarter? Well, it's because my protein was a little bit too low and my calories were a little bit too low. And so what I was doing is I didn't want to add more food into my day. So I looked for an opportunity to increase the volume of the food I was already eating. And as I was looking through my plan, I've already got 2 fruit bars. I couldn't really add any more ice cream because of the fat. I really needed something with 0 fat or very, very low fat to increase. And I felt like, frankly, that the protein drinks were an easy place to do that. So I went from a scoop, I changed it up to a scoop and a quarter on both of them just to see what the final numbers look like. And it looks good here. So sometimes that's how this works. You'll add your food and you build your day, and at the end you'll see some room that you still have to make up either by decreasing something or increasing something. Every single day when you build this, it's a puzzle. Move some pieces around, change some things until you get some numbers that you like. So that's how this looks for me today. Again, the app is called My Macros Plus. It's on all of the app stores, and I'm excited about this ice cream. So thank you all for watching. Appreciate it, and we'll see you on tomorrow's video.